What do you do as you wait? When you have time in between something, what do you do to fill that time? The other day, I had my tires changed on my car. I bought new tires. And so I sat in the garage and I watched this guy for a little bit, balance the tires, take off the old, put the new on. But then, of course, I got a little bored. So I took out my phone, I checked my email, maybe texted a few people. I checked social media, read a news article. I did a lot of different things to pass the 45 minutes of having my tires installed. Or you think about deer hunting. Deer hunting is a time of waiting. Now, there's prep work that's gone into deer hunting. People have put out cameras so that they could see what deer are walking by, so that they could know if there's a trophy buck that's coming every single day. And so they've done their preparation and then they go on the deer stand. But of course, it's waiting, and sometimes you get bored. And so again, you pull out your phone, you check your text messages, and you see, some people have shared the deer that they shot. They texted you, they put it on social media and on Snapchat, and you see it, and you become jealous or envious. You begin questioning, why haven't I shot a deer like that yet? And so you become distracted. And last Sunday, the Viking Packer game, easy if you have cell reception to pull out your phone and to watch the Packer game. And if you did that, you were distracted in your waiting. And as you waited, well, that deer could have been out on the field. And so you missed the deer because you were distracted in your waiting. There's a whole slew of other places we go that we wait. I went to the chiropractor the other day. So think of a doctor's appointment. You're waiting until they call you back. And so just for good old time's sake, I saw that there were magazines there, and I said, I'm not going to look at my phone. I'm going to read a magazine. I'm going to look at this magazine. Because that's what we used to do as we waited before the advent of technology. Think about Mass. What do you do as you wait for Mass to start? You get there a few minutes early. You say your prayers. You have your hymnal in hand. Maybe you're looking at the song numbers and you're like, do I know any of the songs this week? And then you're like, why aren't they singing O Come, Emmanuel? And the reason is that's a song meant for the second portion of the season of Advent. But what do we do as we wait? We are entering into a holy season of waiting. We are waiting for Christmas Day. We are like that little child who knows that mom and dad have bought Christmas presents. They've hid them in the house and they've gone in search so that they could kind of sneak a peek. And if they're wrapped already, they'll shake them to know what is in them. They don't want to wait. And so Advent for us right now, it's kind of like that for us. Because we're that little child waiting for Christmas Day, for Jesus to be born, for these 4 Sundays of Advent to come and to go and to pass. It's a holy season of waiting for Christmas, but it's a holy season of waiting for the return of Jesus in glory. Now, our gospel today, Jesus says that if the master of the house would have known the hour that the thief was coming, he would have stayed awake. He would have kept watch, and he would have averted his house being broken into. Well, that's really a good analogy for waiting. Now, this thief in the night, we could ask, who is this thief? Well, there's 2 answers here. The first is I would say that one of the thieves of night is what I would call Sister Death, in the words of St. Francis. That we wait all our life for the coming of Christ, for the kingdom of heaven. And when the Lord calls us home, that wait is over, that now we're with him. Sister Death comes for us like a thief in the night. I've shared recently about Father Guillermo dying way too young in his late 30s. And just this past week, I learned of another priest, a 47-year-old priest that I knew from a different diocese who died of a stroke. And so Sister Death has come, and Sister Death comes for young and old. And so this gospel today is, are you ready? In our life right now, we are waiting for the Lord to come for us. Am I ready if the Lord was in fact to come? Now, the second analogous reason, Jesus then says, just so with the Son of Man, that neither do we know the day or the hour when he will come in glory, so we stay and wait. But this parable that Jesus tells, think of this master of the house. What does he do as he waits? He's waiting for this thief. He knows now that the thief is coming. Let's say it's 7 o'clock. The thief's not coming till 1 or 2 o'clock. What's he doing in that time? Hopefully not falling asleep. If he falls asleep, then he won't be ready for when the thief comes. But what does he do? I'm sure one of the things he's doing is he is preparing, he's planning, he's worried maybe. You know, in our life, we are worried as we wait. When the doctor takes tests and we don't know the results, we worry as we wait to receive them. And I would think the master of the house is worried. Am I strong enough? Am I able to take on this guy? What will I do? Will he overpower me? Will I get hurt? All of these questions that the master of the house, as he waits, probably going through his mind. Probably he thinks of life. He thinks of things that happened that day. He thinks of memories from years ago. Maybe he begins wondering about certain people that he's forgotten in his lifetime. Maybe that's what he does as he waits. He remembers, he dwells on things, he prepares. Well, we're the master now of the house, of our spiritual house. And we're waiting for the Lord. What do we do as we wait for the Lord in a spiritual sense? We come to Mass, we read our Bibles, we pick up a spiritual book, maybe praying with the church through Advent. We pray the rosary, we make use of the Hallow app, we do other things that are available to us online. All of those things fill that in-between time, helping us to know, to love, and to serve the Lord our God. As we wait, we go to confession too, and sometimes when you go to confession, you wait in line, and I've found that when I wait in line for confession, I pray for the person or the people in front of me, that they might have a profound encounter with God's mercy, and that it will be a moment that changes their life forever. What do you do as you wait? We are in a holy season of waiting for Christmas and for the return of Christ. How are you going to wait during these dark nights of Advent?